Yeah, sorry I've been gone for a little bit. It's been a little tough trying to think of what to film actually, because when you're trying to run a drive channel yet you don't have a... When you're trying to run a car channel and yet you don't really have that much access to cars, you're kind of limited on the videos you can do, so... Yeah, it's been a while, but I finally got one today. You already know what it is by the title. Let's just get into it. So a big thing that a lot of people tend to associate electric vehicles with is range anxiety, but you know what? The truth is, that's just not true. Why is that? Because I'm driving a petrol vehicle. I even have range anxiety. In fact, I know my car is at about half the tank. I am really freaking out about that right now. I mean, first of all, you have to be able to make sure you can make it to the gas station versus an EV where you can just charge at home and you can always make sure you have a full tank, a full range when you're at home, once you're charging at home, versus your standard car, which I don't know how people don't have range anxiety from that, is you have to make sure you can always make it to a gas pump. Otherwise, ow, my eye, I got something in it. Ow. Editor me is probably not gonna cut that out. With the petrol vehicle, you always have to make sure you can make it to a gas station, because if you can't, then how are you supposed to fuel up your car other than you go and buy a little gas can and fill it up there. And for people who live more in the city suburban areas, I highly doubt that they'd have those things available unless they have them just for their lawnmowers. And then again, they wouldn't even be that large. You really have to hope you can make it to the gas station at that point. I get nervous about these things, so no. Range anxiety is not limited to just electric vehicles. It's also the case with your basic gas vehicles because, well, you may... First of all, the ranges are becoming equivalent, so for people to say, well, I don't have range anxiety with my gas vehicle because you can go at least 300-400 miles in them. Well, you can go at least 300-400 miles in a lot of EVs at this point, so you can't really say that you're not going to have range anxiety for that anymore, because there are still people who drive Teslas even that can go 400 miles and yet they can get range anxiety. The thing is, range anxiety happens in a lot more cases than just, well, even cars. For example, I have an iPhone XS Max. I know this is not drive related, but I'm just putting this out there because I need to make an analogy. I have an iPhone XS Max. Why do I have that over the regular XS? It's not just screen size, it's also battery. In fact, I can't tell you how much it drives me nuts that I try to keep my phone at 100%, or I know it's not healthy, so if I can't keep it at 100% because I know it's not healthy for the battery, I try to keep it at 80%, bare minimum. Yeah, I know. What's wrong with me? Also, my MacBook, which I use for editing when I'm traveling. Oh my god, does it make me nervous because it's a 2011 battery. It's the original battery. Let's just say I'm lucky to get a couple hours out of it. Like, for example, you see what's on the screen here? That's actually coming from my MacBook. I have to plug it in just so that way everything's powered without draining my battery significantly. So the thing is, range anxiety isn't caused just by the fact that you own an electric vehicle. It's pretty much present in anything that is capable of running out of juice. Typically, if you have something connected to the wall, usually you're not feeling very anxious about it running out of battery because, well, for one, it's got practically unlimited power unless somebody cuts the power to your house or the power lines go down. But essentially, if you're running on something that you know will run out, like say a battery, it'll run out of charge at some point. Your standard gas car, you'll run out of fuel at some point. Range anxiety is present in a lot more scenarios than just electric vehicles. So if a lot of you are not wanting to buy an electric vehicle because of range anxiety, that's a pretty bad excuse because, for one, they got practically the same range as your standard gas vehicle at this point. And two, even if you're not buying an electric vehicle, do not diss other EV owners saying, oh, but you're going to have this range anxiety because, well, it's non-existent. Because the truth is, it really depends on, are you anxious about running out of range, or are you going to make it to refill or recharge, whatever. It's basically a phenomenon not just present in EVs, it's present in anything that is capable of running out and you have to refill. And the thing you're worried about is, Are you able to refill it again or recharge it? Anything, resupply the energy. That's what you get anxious about, and that's what I'm anxious about. In fact, I'm especially anxious now that gas prices have risen. As of running a YouTube network of 6 channels, none of them making money, as well as my job not exactly paying me very well. I'm not complaining though, because I don't exactly do much at my job. I even have more anxiety for this range thing because now I don't know if I'm going to be able to fuel my car up in the first place due to these gas prices growing out of control. So my message to you in this video is, do not diss others who have range anxiety, because it's a thing. It really is a thing. I have it myself. I'm nervous as to whether I'm going to be able to refuel Red Fox again. Don't diss others with range anxiety. And no, gas cars not the solution to range anxiety, because clearly, since I own a gas car and I'm still having range anxiety, yeah, that ain't the solution. So stop dissing others who do have range anxiety, because it really is a thing. Alright, so thank you for watching. Do me a favor and interact with the stuff below. My name is DeWolf. Random nonsense.